Hey guys, it's Wasteland, and we're gonna play Tontie, this weird internet game I found. As part of my weird internet game series. I play this on a keypad. Keypads, most keyboards come with them. Most laptops even come with them. If you don't have one, you really can't play. It's way too hard to press the numeric keys in the row at the top. You need to have a separate pad and press and unlock and all that, which is probably very obvious, but anyway, this is the code entrance screen, which you always start out at this screen. And I already have some codes here that I got from playing through the game earlier, but I'll explain those later. First, we'll just hit them in the order that, makes sense. And we start out with level 1. That weird thing is called a Tontie, after the name of the game. It's an eye spike thing, and its life is 1 bar. So yeah, basically you hit these guys and they are eliminated, and if you miss one you'll lose hearts, and if you lose all your hearts you lose the game and you gotta start over. Now sometimes you can get continues and start over from the last level, but you'll lose some of your coins and other things, so it's better not to use continues. And there's a special treat at the end if you don't use continues, so I'm gonna try my best not to. Starts out really slow. Pretty much anybody could get past the first level, maybe with a little practice, but it's fairly straightforward. Just hit the key that corresponds to the square. Like I'm just hitting 6 now. And there's a house. Yeah, these houses, I guess, are really stores. You use the coins that you get from killing the Tonties to buy stuff, I guess. I mean, yeah. It's like a store in most other games. And I don't have enough for anything right now, but I'm going to be saving up for the gold hammer. As you can see right now, we have a Pico Pico hammer, which only has 1 bar of power, which is not good. Later on, you'll need stronger hammers so that you can destroy the Tonties in less hits, and fewer hits, whatever. But the level's almost over. See that little bar at the bottom starts out all blue, and then gradually goes down. And now we have this red Tontie. Now these guys take 2 hits. If you see their life bar, their life pie chart thing, it's got 2 of them filled in, and the Pico Pico hammer only has 1 bar, so yeah. Red guys, 2 hits. Green guys, 1 hit. And that's a treasure chest. They can be different power-ups. Now we got the ray gun, which is the most powerful item in the game. The only problem is we only get a certain amount of shots on it, and then we'll be back to our really bad hammer. So, the ray gun's powerful enough to kill these red guys in 1 hit, which is awesome. It's so slow, it's almost hard to find anything to say, I gotta admit. But once we get more stuff, there's some cool power-ups I can show you. We don't have enough now. I'm going to try to not use continue, so I'm not going to buy that little plus thing. That's what it is. It's a continue. And the hammers I still don't have enough for. But I just seem to automatically go for houses because that's what you have to do when you're fighting a boss, which I'll get into later. Yeah, there are 2 bosses in this game. Whoa, a lot of red ones. That was crazy. That is a very weird randomization. I've never seen so many red guys at once. How bizarre. Anyway, now we've got some more coins, and we're on to level 3. Now, I gotta explain one other thing. Now, the point part of this screen, each level introduces a new enemy, and the point part is just how many points you get. Score doesn't even really matter too much. I don't care about it. But the lost part is if you miss them, if you don't hit them and they go back down, that's how many heart points they'll take away. Now this guy will take away 0, so you can safely ignore him. And if you do hit him, like the screen up top shows, the little picture, you'll lose 20 heart points, so you actually shouldn't hit these guys. So now, hit the green and red guys and avoid the spikes. Oh, a lot of spikes there too. Sometimes it makes it easier because there are less places for Tonties to pop up, so you don't have to hit as many squares, which makes it even more slow-paced. But you'll notice each level gets slightly faster. I mean, it's not that easy to notice now, but when we get to like level 10, they're coming up like crazy. There are 20 levels in all. Level 10 has a boss and level 20 has a boss. And both bosses are pretty tough. But, yeah, I know you're probably wondering how you can have a boss in this game. Well, you'll see. All in good time. Yeah, just saving up points basically. These treasure chests have pretty cool power-ups in them. They're not always ray gun. That weird coin with an eye thing on it, or the eye with the coin thing on it, whatever, that turns all enemies on the screen into coins, which is a pretty good power-up. There's another one that turns them all into hearts. And these enemies are pretty cool too. This is another really cool thing about this game. It's not all super easy, like just reflexes, hit whatever appears on screen. These guys have numbers on their eyes. You have to hit the number. You can't hit the square they're on. See, this guy's on square 2, so you think, oh, I'll hit 2. But no, these guys will deflect you to 7 if you hit 2. So what you have to do is you have to hit 7 in this case. That's what the picture's trying to show. And you can't ignore them because they'll take away 15 heart points. So you better hit them. And now it starts to get kind of fun. Yeah, that one was a 9, so I have to hit 9. That one's a 4. Even though it's on square 6. See? A little tricky. Takes a while getting used to, but since I played this game a while, I already know. Yeah, I practiced it before. And I played a long time ago, back in 5th grade too. There was this kid named Thomas at our school. And every time we had like computer break after lunch, he would find these really weird games nobody had ever heard of. And so we were all playing this back in 5th grade. Well, some of us anyway. Some people just thought it was too stupid and weird. But it is stupid and weird, that's why I like it. And that's why it deserves to go in my weird game series. After all, I only choose the weirdest of the weird. Hopefully ones you might not have heard of. Although, this is probably one of the most bizarre games. Okay, now, we have enough to buy one of those heart things, but all that does is refill your hearts. So, since our hearts are full already, no need to buy it. And I'm not going to buy the plus thing, like I said before, that's a continue. I'm going to try to do this without continues. And the hammers are all still too expensive, so too bad. And I would also like this. This makes the hammer more responsive. It's actually kind of laggy. It doesn't look laggy, but when you see how much faster it is when you get that wings power up, it's worth it. It's worth every penny. And now we get these guys, who are very handy. You have to hit them while their eyes open, otherwise it won't affect them. And every time you get one of them, they'll drop 3 coins. Yeah, 3, not just 1, but 3, every time. Which is awesome, I think. Look, I'm already rich. I can already almost afford that power-up. Only problem is now I gotta wait for a house to appear, because there's no way to buy things unless a house actually appears randomly. It's a kind of a feature, I guess, but it gets very annoying sometimes. Like when you have enough money for the hammer, and you can't get it, because no house has appeared for the longest time. You have to rely on randomization. So I guess, in theory, you could completely lose just because of stupid luck. Stupid bad luck. But that has never happened to me before. Oh great, yeah. Don't hit the empty spaces either, they'll take away hearts too. I was careless there. My hand slipped, that's my only excuse. But now we're filthy rich. And good, we got a house. Now I can buy this. Now look, the Pico Pico hammer got wings. This is awesome. Drank some Red Bull, man. Yes, it did. Look how much faster it is, though. If you notice, it's not like... It's like... It's much better.